Welcome everyone to our 7th video in the Verve Group COVID-19 update. Today we're going to have a quick chat about the JobKeeper application process, and I'm joined by our expert tax director, Mr. Marc Lotus. So across to you, Marc.
Thanks, Matt. Yes, JobKeeper is still very topical this week. We've already done a couple of videos on this, and with applications opening next week, and if I can just go to the presentation, you'll see that on Monday of next week the ATO will open up applications so that employers can lodge their applications. Now, what we anticipate on Monday is that there will be a lot of people trying to get in all at the same time. So I do think people will need to be a bit patient. You do have until the end of April to lodge your application, so you don't actually have to get it done on the Monday, but just that applications do open on Monday. The other thing to be aware of with JobKeeper is that your applications will be lodged through MyGov. So every business will need to make sure that they have their MyGov ID set up. If they haven't, they could probably start working on that today. But yeah, you'll definitely need that. So make sure that is all set up through your business. The other thing is that employers need to give to their employees the JobKeeper employee nomination notice. Now, I do have an example of one of those here, which I'll bring up. So these are available on the ATO website. So every employee, or if you're lodging an application for JobKeeper, every single employee must complete one of these forms. There's 4 sections. Section A is completed by the employer, so you just put your name and your ABN, and then the employee has to complete the other 3 sections, so section B, C and D. So section B is pretty straightforward. It's just personal details, name, address, phone number, email. Section C is nomination. Now here they need to read this very carefully, and then they need to make an election. So they need to tick one of these 2 boxes. So yes, I agree to be nominated by the employer for the JobKeeper scheme, or no, I do not agree. So make sure when you get these back from your employees that they have ticked one of these 2 boxes. If they haven't, you need to give it back to them to make the election. And then lastly, section D is that they make a declaration, so they sign the form and date it before they give it back to you. So just make sure you get this form completed properly from every single one of your employees, and you can start that process today. Then when you're ready to lodge your application, you've got all the details you need about all of your employees. The other thing I just wanted to mention is that Verve Group can do these applications for you on your behalf. If you would like to engage Verve Group, more than happy to help. But what we will need is those JobKeeper employee nomination forms for all of your employees, completed and signed. And also a signed declaration stating that you've satisfied the decline in turnover test, and that's to be signed by a relevant, an authorised person. So that would be, director of a company, partner in a partnership, or a trustee of a trust. So probably before applications open on Monday, if you haven't done these, I would get your MyGov ID set up and get your employees to lodge those forms with you, being the employer. If you want to speak to Verve, then you definitely call our office, and one of us will be able to help you with regard to that. So yeah, that's really in preparation for next week. That's what you can be working on today.
Beautiful. Thanks for that, Mark. Nice, short and sweet. And just in closing, we have got on our website, we've got a tab with all the COVID-19 information, and it's got all the videos that we've done the last couple of weeks. So there's a good little resource there. So this video will be up there in the next 24 hours with links, etc. So please jump on there, have a look at that. Any questions, give us a call, shoot us an email. We're available to help you all out. So on behalf of Mark and myself, thanks. Have a great weekend. We'll chat soon. Thank you.